The New York Post says it's got to be woo after the Department of Energy reportedly admits that COVID-19 likely originated in the Chinese lab. And critics are now calling out the government and media's repeated criticism of the lab leak theory, with constitutional law expert Jonathan Turley saying,
quote, for years, the media and government allied to treat anyone raising a lab theory as one of three possibilities: conspiracy theorist or racist conspiracy theorists. The media guaranteed that we did not have a full debate over the origins of the virus and attacked those who had the temerity to state the obvious. New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew is a member of the GOP Doctors Caucus, and he joins us now. Congressman, great to have you on the program. The question I still can't figure out: why? Why did they censor these voices? What was in it for them? Why?
Well, we've got a group of people that just don't like to tell the truth. I mean, their New Year's resolution should have been, and we're still in the beginning of the year, to start telling the truth and let people who know the truth say it. This is not an amazing revelation. I mean, this was a virus we've never seen anything like before. They claimed it came from a wet meat market and it was a bat, and yet we've never seen anything that was actually natural like this. And certainly there should have been a thorough discussion. Certainly we should have had a president that was strong enough to speak with China, to really tell the World Health Organization to stop lying to us, to tell big tech not to, to let people actually tell the truth and not to repress those that really know what's going on, or at least have a vision of what's going on. Dr. Fauci, I mean, the American people are sick and tired of being lied to, day after day, week after week, year after year, and this is just another example. People were punished for this. Some people lost their job if they had a different opinion than the really wrong opinion that was being put out there.
I know Congress wants answers, but as you said, the American people want and deserve answers. This uprooted millions of people's lives, from the COVID origins, the efficacy of masks, the way the school situation was handled. But do you think we're ever going to really get any true answers, even though they're coming out saying, you know what, this might have been right now, but do you think we're ever going to get the answers that we need?
Well, we're going to dig in the House of Representatives. I mean, the House really wants to know true answers. These are some of the things we talked about even during the campaign. It's enough. People are tired. They want a government that tells them the truth. They want a government that works for them. We don't work for the government. But this is really, I hate to say it this way, this is sick stuff. When remember Dr. Fauci? I mean, it isn't only this issue. It was the mask issue. It was the very issue of COVID itself. If you didn't need to wear masks in the very beginning, then you needed it. Then you needed 2 masks. Then if you got the vaccine, you didn't need masks. Then the vaccine you would never ever have COVID again. I mean, it's been lie after lie, misinformation after misinformation, and it's about time we cracked this egg open and really found what's actually going on. Yeah. You know what's most hurtful about Wuhan? Not only did the Chinese, and we know the real truth, poison the world and the United States. I mean, let's just tell the truth. Hopefully it was an accident, but not only did they do this, but they lied about it, and we have an administration that doesn't have the guts to go forward and get the truth out of them, and we paid for it. That's the worst part of all. We paid for the damn lab.
And we have a ruling class that likes to censor speech. But I want to get your thoughts on this. You and your fellow House Republicans launching a new Northern Border Caucus. These numbers are insane. 846% surge in migrant encounters in one area of Vermont from this time last year. How worried does every American now need to be about the northern border? 30 seconds to you, Congressman.
Methamphetamine, ecstasy, more drugs, more people that are dangerous. I'll make it real simple. You cannot have a strong United States of America without strong borders all around. And again, this administration is just opening the country up to the point where we'll have no borders at all.
Scary stuff there. Congressman Jeff Van Drew, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.